The songwriter, Reverend Constance Mohorn Taylor, wrote these lyrics. It says, I am the dreamer. I dream the dream. God paints the pictures. I view the scenes. Dreams come from the Father of everything. God made me a dreamer, and I dream the dreams. This is our month of imagination, and in keeping with the month of imagination, this power, this faculty that each one of us, that we all have to recreate our lives in the way that we desire to, with the ability to envision, to dream, to call things into being using the power of imaging or imagination. Or imagination. We launched a series last week, and it was a series. I didn't realize it was going to be a series, really, but I know that you enjoy working with series, and I'm enjoying that you're enjoying working with the series, so I'm excited to do part 2 of this series entitled The Dream Series. And here to help us sort of set the stage for today's talk for the next several minutes, I invite you to, as you're able, cast your attention here to the screen.
I have just created something totally illogical.
That's what I like about it.
If you build it, he will come. If you build it, he will come.
If you build what, who will come?
You didn't say.
I hate it when that happens.
Me too.
Who's hearing voices?
Ray is. I think I know what "if you build it, he will come" means.
Ooh, why do I not think this is such a good thing?
Daddy, there's a man out there on your lawn. Are you a ghost?
What do you think?
You look real to me.
Hi!
You couldn't see it.
This is really interesting.
You believed in the magic. It happened. Isn't that enough?
Annie, it's more than that. I feel it as strongly as I've ever felt anything in my life. There's a reason.
Go the distance.
Did you hear the voice too? Did you hear it?
Go the distance.
Yes.
Doc Grave is dead. He died in 1972.
Are you Moonlight Graham?
No one's called me Moonlight Graham in 50 years.
Unbelievable.
It's more than that. It's perfect.
You build a baseball field in the middle of nowhere, and you sit here and you stare at nothing.
This field, this game, it's a part of our past, Ray. It reminds us of all that once was good.
Hey, is this heaven?
No. It's Iowa.
Sometimes, when you believe the impossible, the incredible comes true. Field of Dreams.
So for the next few minutes, we'll speak from the subject, the field of dreams, and understanding that this universe is a wonderful field. It's a field. It's the field metaphysically and esoterically is unlimited, unbounded potential that awaits us to give it shape and form, to give it expression. And we do that by using the power of our very own mind. We are a mental field of influence. You are a mental field of influence. And your very own mind is the magnet that will draw into expression that which we hold up in thought. I know this is not new. I know that you know this, right? Of course we do. Dreams do come true if we know what to do. Your dreams, and I know that you've had many to come true, and I would dare say that there are many more. If you still have breath in the body, there's still a dream planted in the heart, in the soul, in the deepest level of your being. And when we talk about dreams, we're not talking about this Pollyanna kind of wishful thinking. We're talking about the deep-seated desires. That desire, dream, the deep-seated desire to be, to do, to have, to acquire something of significant importance. It is a call of the soul longing. It's the deep calling, the deep longing for expression. And only we can give it expression in our life. It says that the best way to make dreams come true is to wake up. Look at your neighbor and tell him, please wake up. The whole point of the series is to help awaken the dreamer, the conscious dreamer, friends. And catch this, conscious dreamer. To dream consciously. In fact, that is a part of our divine purpose and plan here, to be conscious dreamers, that we're not walking through this experience. I pray that, and sometimes we do, and we have these hard times. We hit our head and we bump our elbow and our knees, and we have these heartaches and headaches. To wake up, to become a conscious dreamer, and allow that divine plan and purpose for our life to express. And the wonderful, wonderful, wonderful thing that we received earlier from the Daily Words, that we are free. We are free expressions of God to allow the divine plan and purpose, destiny for our lives to express. Dreams do come true when the conscious dreamer is awakened in you. Let's make it personal. Dreams will come to be. My dreams will come to be when the conscious dreamer is awakened in me. I love what Walt Disney says. He said, if you can dream it, you can have it. Isn't that good news? The story is told of a dreamer. It was a boy, the age of 6. His father transitioned. His mother was forced to go to work. At 6 years of age, he had the responsibility of taking care of his younger siblings. He was the babysitter. He had to cook, he had to clean, he had to feed them. By the age of 7, he had mastered a number of recipes. It says at the age of 10, he got his first job working for $2 a month. Thank God we are in a different age. Oh yes, you should also thank God right now we're in a different age. $2 a month. When he was 12, his mother remarried, and he left his home for a job in Greenwood, Indiana. It says at the age of 15, he worked as a streetcar conductor. At the age of 16, he was a private in the army, serving in Cuba before the days of Castro and communism. After that, he was a railroad fireman, studied law by correspondence, practiced in justice of the peace courts, sold insurance. He operated an Ohio River steamboat ferry. He sold tires, and he operated service stations. But at the age of 40, he began cooking for hungry travelers who stopped by his service station, serving meals to those who chose to stop and dine at his location. At the age of 65, you see, friends, dreams do not discriminate. A dream will not, it doesn't care age. Age is not even a factor. Condition does not even matter. If the dream is big enough, your situation won't even matter. Oh yeah. And if your situation, circumstances, condition is larger than your dream, get a bigger dream. Oh yeah, step out of the box, get a larger vision, and let life show up through you as you. Oh, watch it. Stop that, don't mess with me. Oh. At the age of 65, a new interstate, and at the age of 40, he began cooking for travelers, those who dined at his dining table. At the age of 65, a new interstate was planned, and it was meant to end his time, his service station. Yes, they were ready to tear it. You got it. So he sold his property and had to survive on $105 a month Social Security. I don't know who I'm talking to. You dream big enough, your paycheck won't matter. You dream big enough, your paycheck will rise to meet the bigness of your dream. But his dream wasn't dead, just delayed. I love that. A dream delayed is not a dream denied. How about that? How about that? Just because it has not come through yet doesn't mean that ship isn't coming in. Stay the course, wait on the dream. It says he waited on it, but his dream, it says that he went to work doing everything he could to make his dream come true. He traveled nearly 250,000 miles a year, stopping at every restaurant he came to and cooked a special meal to those who wanted it. All of the restaurant owners allowed him, those who did, and there were others who put him out. It says when they accepted his plan, he was paid 5 cents a meal. But the dreamer was determined. And when most people thought that he was crazy, Colonel Harlan Sanders would not let his dream die. And we know the dream today as KFC, Kentucky Fried Chicken. Friends, dreams do come true. And when we stand on principle, we stand on truth. We stand on the word of creation. There's a level of confidence and surety and certainty that comes that tells us regardless to what shows up, regardless to who shows up, nothing and nobody can stand in the way of the plan, the purpose, the destiny that's marked and etched within the soul within every soul, every being. Thank you. We're called to be conscious dreamers today. Stop playing small. As Nelson Mandela said in his inaugural speech, President Nelson Mandela, quoting Marianne Williamson, playing small does not serve the world. Playing small does not serve anybody. Stand in your truth. And stop playing victim in life, my God. Things happen to all of us. Every last one of us. It's not what happens, it's what we do with what happens. Things will come, challenges will come. Yeah, you might have been abused, you might have been kicked down, you might have been ostracized, knocked aside, you might have had addictions, but rise up in your truth as a spiritual being and saying nothing and nobody will have power over me today. It's tight, but it's right. See, a dreamer doesn't settle for the littleness of life, running around trying to get the crumbs off the floor. When there's a feast prepared for us here that we can share, everyone, no one gets exempt. For the universe does not discriminate. It knows no favoritism. It will give to the giver and it will take from the taker. It doesn't matter your age, your gender, your socioeconomic status. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter your background. It doesn't matter if you have children or not. It doesn't even matter if you are in a relationship or not. The universe will respond according to your mental image. The Field of Dreams. If you saw this movie came out the year that I graduated from high school. 1989. How many of you have seen this movie? I want to encourage you to go back this week and get it. Get in the field of life. And do as our dear friend and brother, Reverend Dr. Michael Beckwith, who will be with us in October for anniversary. He has this term, and Michael has a way of making up terms. And you cannot find a definition for these terms anywhere. You got to go to his dictionary. He has a term called, it's plavaving. Plavaving, say it with me, plavaving. It means you play as you evolve and unfold as a greater spiritual being. But play in this life. Lighten up, loosen up. Let go of all of the mess and enjoy it. Get in the field and start playing. And allow life to show up. 3 things that we're called to do. Don't worry. Okay, keep your focus. The first thing that we're called to do is believe in the magic. You conscious individuals, remain conscious. Believe in the magic. Believe in the magic of possibilities. Believe in the magic of dreams coming true. Believe, and that's all that requires, believing. The second thing that we're called to do is get off the surface and go the distance. You know, we'll never be able to walk on water standing on the side, on the bank. You got to get off the sand. Step off the beach and start walking in the water. Yeah, you might go down. It might get challenging. It might get tough. But so what? Every dream has a timeline, and every dream will be tested. But go the surface. There's a wonderful example of this in the New Testament. It says that the master teacher saw his disciples, his devotees, out fishing one day, and they weren't catching anything, doing the same thing over and over, getting the same results, but expecting something different. I think Einstein had a term for that. You said it, I didn't. And he asked them, fellas, what have you caught? Oh, we haven't caught anything. And he says, why don't you try something different? They said, but we know what we're doing. We're professionals here. We've been doing this for 20 years, 25. We have our BA, MA, MS, PhD, J. We have it all. You know, we have all of the credentials here, all of our pedigrees. He says, why don't you push off the surface and go out into the deep and get what you're looking for? Friends, the dreams might require you to step off the surface, go out into the deep. Go out on the limb if you have to. Take the risk. Take the risk. The fruit is out on the limb, right? That's where the fruit is. Take the risk and build it anyway. Build it in mind. Build it in heart. Build it in consciousness, for that is the first creation in consciousness. And then allow it to show up in your life. The field of dreams requires us to simply believe. Do you believe that it's possible? Do you believe that health is possible? Do you believe that wholeness and healing is possible? Do you believe that the book is possible? Do you believe that the business is possible? Do you believe that the relationship is possible? Do you believe the new home and the new car and the new employment? Do you believe that you can go back to school? Do you believe? Get your book, get your pen, start writing. If all you can do is write that first sentence or the title of your book, but just start. Take the risk and build it anyway and let it happen.